First of all, I'd like to welcome my team for here, which is for as a part of our project Smart IoT Parking System. I'd like to introduce my team: Deepak Bhandari, Robin Mainali, Reina, Sunil Sharma, and Prahlad Chandra Adhikari. So our topic for our project is IoT parking system, and this is our client details. Client name is Yiming, company name is ERC, Electronic Robotic and Computers Robotic Lab, and our supervisor is Dr. Wanod Kumar. So this is our table of contents. So our presentation includes introduction, problem domain summary, project objectives, high-level design, individual designs, conclusions, and of course outcomes. So, how many of you drive here? I believe everyone drive, and it's very hard to find parking in the smart cities, in the big cities like Sydney, Parramatta. So, the reason behind the smart parking system is most of us, many people, they find very difficult to find the parking space, and also it also not adds carbon emission in the environment, which is very harmful for the environment, but also helps to add frustration to the driver. So, with the smart parking system, with the help of IoT Internet of Things, smart parking system has been developed. So there are few problems in designing smart parking system, which will be described by our friend Lena.
Thank you for the handover. So I will be discussing about the problem statement of our project. The first one is high fuel consumption that is caused due to the time spending from finding the proper location for the parking, and the other one is human frustration that because of the caused because of the fuel consumption and time consumption. The other one is time wastage, again finding the parking area, and the another is the traffic congestion, which is caused by many of the people looking to the parking area, and the other one is a quick payment that has to be paid for the parking area. The another section is a research question which has been developed through the problem domain we have come up with. The first question is how effective the design of the robotic kit as per the objective of the project that is demanded by our client. And the other one is the functionality of the parking system that we developed. And the another one is how functional the car parking system that developed, if it identify the plate of the vehicles enter in the parking system. So the other part will be taken by Prahlad. Father?
Thank you, Rena, for handling the presentation over me. For our project, we have done research. All of us have done the research of 86 journal papers and conference papers. From that, we have noticed that the number of vehicles is increasing day by day because of the low-cost vehicles bringing by the companies in the market, which impact in the human quality of life because the vehicles use the fuel like petrols, diesels, and which emits the carbon dioxide, which gets the environment damaged, and that affects for the human life. And from the research, we have found that implementation of IoT in parking system helps to reduce the number of vehicles because of the parking, and helps to decrease the fuel consumption, which gives the environment positive impact on the environment. And if we use the IoT in the parking system, then the vehicles get secured, because on secured parking, it's like the open parking, many of the vehicles are lost, many of the vehicles are damaged, and if we use IoT in the vehicle, the parking system, then the vehicle get secured, because only the registered vehicles are entered and the details are captured. And it also helps for the proper traffic management, and it positively helps to the driver to find out the parking easily. For using this IoT in the parking system, there some of the microcontrollers are used in the research, like Arduino and Raspberry Pi. Among them, we are going to implement only one of the microcontroller, and for that, the sensors are used like RFID sensor, ultrasonic distance sensor, and infrared sensor. This parking system, the IoT parking system, helps to detect the parking space through the use of applications, helps to set the time and the price. In the research, the research also shows that there are different cyber attacks and leakage of client information on implementing the IoT in the parking system, which can be controlled by using the blockchain network, and cryptographic algorithm can be used to protect the IoT parking system. Now, the rest of the presentation I will hand over to Ravi.
Thank you, my friend Prahlad. So I'm going to discuss about the objective of this project. The main objective of this proposed project is to minimize the traffic congestion. The main objective of this project is to provide secure, systematic, secured, and smart IoT parking system for the people. And objectives of this project is demonstration using onboard robotic kit and learning action when getting into the parking area. Similarly, systems should be read the vehicle and capture photo and record it. So while entering the vehicles in the parking area, this project should read the vehicle number plate, and capture photo and record those data in the system. And similarly, the project should provide the refugee signal where there is not available parking slot in the parking area. Similarly, the system should record parking duration of vehicle. So that means entering what time the vehicle entering the parking area and what time the vehicle exit from the parking area. That is for the payment purpose especially. And similarly, by the end of this project, each member of team should be able to research, plan, and implement the IoT with database industry. And I would like to hand over the rest of the part for my friend Deepak and Sunil.
Hi, my name is Sunil. Thanks for sharing this slide with me. So this is the high-level diagram we have researched from some of the research paper through the Google Scholars. So we find this is the high-level design, like a brief design of our project. So in the starting, when the vehicle enters the parking slot, there is a system which uses the this microcontroller chip like Arduino. So whenever the vehicle enters the area, the systems get started, and the microcontroller triggers the pulse to the sensors. And these sensors, like ultrasonic sensors, will detect the object, like there is a car or something there, and then the microcontroller receives analog signals from the sensors, and this program sends this information about the information about the car, like being a car there, is sent to the cloud, and there's a mobile applications which is used to assess this information about the information of the cars, which can be assessed by the mobile software applications. If there's a free slots available, like if there's all the spaces are occupied, it will be shown in the cloud, and the software will show all the data about the clouds, like there's spaces available or not. So if yes, then it can enter the car, or no, then we have to find some other parking area.
So good morning everyone, my name is Deepak. So for this high level design, we have some devices used. So these devices are mobile interface which will access the real-time data of the smart parking system that will be used in IoT. And another one is Arduino Ethernet, which will work as the brain for the sensors. And SILS helps to connect to the internet. And next thing which we will be using is ultrasonic sensors. That will be operated at very low voltage. That one is 5V. And next one is to restore our real-time data. We'll be using cloud server. So for the individual
For programming this Arduino, we will be using this Arduino development environment programming language for programming, whatever we want to achieve with that microcontroller. That language will be used, and then the mobile applications will be done by this Android Studio software. So
So for the algorithm or for the programming, we might use Python and all these programming tools. So for rest of the individual diagram, I would like to ask Diva to explain the
Thank you.
individual efforts.
So this is our just individual diagram. So this is database and this is cloud storage. Of course, it is IoT parking system. So this is I have used Raspberry Pi. So here there is ultrasonic sound sensors, which are HC, SiO4 and RFID. And this here which helps to sense, the sensor helps to find, makes easier for the driver to find if the parking space or slot is available or not. And we have here security features like facial expression or one-time password in order to identify the driver for the security purpose. Facial expression or we can use one-time password. Then after that, it will be, the sensor will recognize the number plate. So if you have made online reservation or if you have booked online through the help of mobile applications, so the number plate recognition and the security will be added. And after that, the payment has been done, and you can do everything through the help of mobile applications.
So this is my individual approach. So in this approach, we'll be using Arduino, which will work as the brain for which will deal with the structure of this IoT system. So it will be further detailed. When car enters, the detail will be connected with the Arduino, which will be censored by the ultrasonic sensors. And if there is any free slot, that will be displayed in the gate will be open and it will be displayed. And if there is no free slot, the gate will be locked and it will be updated through the website, and the car will be parked according to that.
Do you mean for every lane you have gates?
For the main entrance.
For the main lane? Okay. And what is the role of Arduino or whatever chip you're using? Why is that required?
Arduino is required to collect data and to
You
provide,
already have a computer, isn't it? Why do you need that?
to communicate with ultrasonic sensors and the data provided.
Can we not directly connect the sensors to the computer?
Yeah.
Okay, please look into the details, why we need. Okay.
So this is my approach. My approach is to use the hybrid sensor or the use of the wireless sensor. This is a basic diagram. When the car enters to the car parking, the hybrid sensor nodes will collect the parking space.
A bit loudly so that people who are talking can also listen us.
And that is sent up to the gateway, and the information provided to the central server, and the data stored in the global database, and by RFID technology that control and monitor the parked vehicle in the security point of view, and the global information management center detects and records the car vehicles and update the real time whatever time being parked in the area. So this is my approach, and these are the advantages for using wireless sensor on the basis that this is one of the latest technology and it can be implemented in the Lino or the Mars phone. And it's also one secure and reserved system, and there is user of RFID, that's a radio frequency identification as well, and I believe it's very useful for the online payment after parking. So this another handover to the
Quickly,
Uh,
time is
This is
running.
the design I proposed. For my design, there is the sensors in the entry gate, which senses the vehicles and sent to the microcontroller. It communicates with the camera, and camera takes the pictures and send back to the microcontroller, and the microcontroller sends the picture captured by the camera to ANPR processing system, where the camera will be like the picture will be recognized, like the image will be input, which will be sent to the pre-processing and extraction of number plate region. Then from there the character will be segmented, and the segmented character will be recognized, and the recognized character will be displayed, which will be sent back to the microcontroller, and the microcontroller sends it to the database to record the time and design about the all details of the vehicles, and the database again sends to the microcontroller, and when vehicle microcontroller opens the gate, when the vehicle is recognized, then the entered vehicle will go to parking slot, and the sensors on the parking slot will sense the vehicle and send to the microcontroller, communicate to the microcontroller, and the microcontroller display the empty vehicle, empty parking slots, and when the vehicle is exit, the same process will be repeated. The sensor will send to microcontroller, camera, NPR, the same process will be repeated. For this, I have done the flowchart like this. The entry gate, capture of the number plate, read number plate. If the number plate is registered or not, it will be done by processing and sent to the database. If it is registered, then the gate will be opened to enter the vehicle, where the vehicle's details, time, date, occupied parking slot, everything will be recorded. If it is not registered, then the gate will be closed, but the details of the vehicle will be sent to the database. And when the gate is opened, then the vehicle will occupy the parking slot, which will be displayed. The microcontroller will display the only unoccupied parking slots, and when the vehicle is going to exit, the gate will be opened through the same process, like capturing the number plate and send. If vehicle has passed away,
If there's no number plate, I mean, if it is not there, the no goes to keep the gate closed.
yes,
Right, it goes to no, keep the gate closed, and when will it open or it doesn't open?
like if it is not registered, then the vehicle is recognized that it is illegal vehicle, and the gate will not be open. But the detail of the vehicle will be saved for the legal purpose. If something will happen in the future, then it will give the database to the for the legal process. And if when at the exit gate, when the vehicle is passed, then the gate will be closed, and if the vehicle is not passed away, then the gate will keep open to pass the vehicle, and when the gate is closed, it will again repeat to the same process. And for the rest of the presentation,
Okay. After the long research of different papers, I have come up with this idea. This is my proposed design. So I have categorized the different hardware in different three segment: input, system, and
Can you
output.
discuss
So
softly?
here I have in my design there will be NPR camera and ultrasonic sensor. It will be reside in the entrance, and whatever the input capture from camera. Normally ANPR camera, it captures the image of number plate and it sends to the a microcontroller Arduino, and ultrasonic sensor, it will detect the distance of a vehicle, and it will send the data to the Arduino as well. And after that, Arduino will provide information to the LED module display for the display purpose, if there is a parking slot is available or not. And it will Arduino also provide provide data, and which will be stored in database with the help of Wi-Fi module. It will provide the access. It will provide Arduino access to the internet, and after this database will provide information to the IoT platform, like mobile, whatever, mobile, laptop.
That's called IoT platform? That's interfacing, right? It's not.
Okay. Next.
So I
Yeah,
like to have
quickly,
a
you are running out of
response.
time now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna quickly.
Just tell your design.
Yeah, this is my prototype, just a prototype for my individual design. So I will be using, actually in my system there's two units. One is the system unit and the other is the coordinator unit. There are two Arduino, Arduino is used, and this is, I2C is like, integrated keypad for entering the information, manually entering the information, and the RF card reader we can see this is used in the automatic payment of the car parking fees, and so this main unit it is present in the each and every every slot of the parking, which will be sending the information to the coordinator unit, and this unit is connected to the Ethernet module, which will be sending the information to the server, and the information of the the vacant areas in the parking slots can be seen through the mobile application. This is just a prototype. I'm not going to the high level design or so this is all I explained on this.
Keep going next.
So this is our expected outcome of this proposed project. After implementation of this project, we will be able to reduce the traffic in the busy city. It will help to save the time, so people don't need to run here and there to find the parking. Energy saving and green environment. When people spend more time for parking, they have to run from one place to another place. By the time they use more fuel, and it will help to increase the carbon emission, which also affect the environment. So after the implementation of this project, energy and environment will be saved, and it will help to increase the productivity. So people, it will reduce the time for parking, and it will increase productivity. And
conclusion. So before concluding our project, any questions so far?
You should conclude, then they will ask you.
You conclude, then we ask.
so after long research of different papers, we have come up with the design of high-level design and individual design, which will be implemented in our next assignment 3.
Yeah. Questions from the audience?
Questions so far?
From this team? Any questions?